Welcome to Trivia Night at Apostles. We're glad you joined us. We've been through a lot these last 6 weeks. A lot of folks are going through some very challenging times, but tonight is a little break from all that. Tonight is an opportunity for us to have some fun together, playing trivia. Now, you'll be playing from home, and you will be going up and seeing how you do against our contestants that you see here behind me. So let's meet them. So we have Zach Carden, we have Leah Colvin, and we have got Daryl Allen. First, let's meet Zach. Zach is from Chattanooga originally, but he might as well be from St. Louis. Tell us a little bit about why, Zach.
Well, I am from Chattanooga, and you are correct. But I spent about 3.5 years in seminary, earning my Master's of Divinity. And while I was there, I became
just threw in that Master's thing.
I became a St. Louis Cardinals fan, so I'm very excited about that. Always excited about the Cardinals.
And now Zach is not our only contestant with a master's degree. Leah, introduce yourself.
Just rub it in.
Hey guys, my name is Leah Colvin. I work with our student ministry in SDS. And yes, I do have a master's degree. But I also went to the University of Georgia,
Go Dogs.
which is great.
All right. And our third contestant is Daryl Allen.
Right. I have a degree. It's called GED. From Texas, south of Houston, and where all my exes live. All my exes live in Texas, George Strait, back in the 90s, TJ. I have 7 kids here in Atlanta that I'm aware of from the ages of almost 18 all the way down to 9 months. So we stay busy at home, and we are fruitful, and we multiply.
Every single ministry within the Church of Apostles has an Allen in it, I would imagine. Tell us about your shirt there, that you're proud of your high school.
Oh, yes. We were called the Longhorns, but unlike the Georgia Bulldogs,
Sir.
we have a national championship or several in this century.
Okay,
So
there we go. All right, so here's the thing. Let's find out how these guys think they're going to do in our trivia game tonight. So if you guys were to give yourselves a letter grade, what would it be? Let's start with you, Zach. How do you think you're going to do?
Go with a B.
Zach predicts that he'll get a B. And Leah, you've got the Masters. And, hey, very confident. The rest of you, how do we think Daryl's going to do altogether? Okay, there we go.
Completely bad.
All right. So for you guys playing at home, I want to let you know a little bit about what to expect. So we're going to have 25 questions tonight, and we will reveal the question. And after we reveal the question, we're going to reveal 4 multiple choice possibilities. And so after all of the possibilities are there, our contestants and you at home will have about 30 seconds to come up with your choice, your answer for that. And the reason we're doing 30 seconds also is this, because anything more than 30 seconds, that gives you at home the chance to go on Google and find the answer for yourself. And that we just can't have any cheating. Well, church history and tradition tells us that Ananias and Sapphira, in addition to lying to the Holy Spirit about giving, they also cheated at trivia. And we all know what happened to them. Look it up in Acts 5. Enough said. All right, so at home, keep track of your right answers. For every question you get right, that's 1 point. There are no negative points for being wrong. So just keep track of your correct ones. And here's the thing. If you're watching this on Facebook Live, feel free. At the end, you'll have a chance to post what your score is, how many you got right. But we want to ask this of everybody. Please do not write down what you think the answer is in the Facebook Live chat. That won't be fun for anybody. We know that you're getting it right, and that's what matters. So just remember that. And if later on during this, you're watching this, other people start to do that, they might not have paid attention to me when I'm saying this, feel free to, in love, admonish them to please refrain from that. Okay, a word about the questions that you're going to get here. These are not minor league trivia questions. Some of these are going to be pretty challenging. So don't sweat it if your scores aren't super high. We're all here to learn things and we're going to have fun. But if, most importantly, don't send any emails to me complaining about the questions, but we did set up this, complaints@apostles.org. Feel free to send emails there with any complaints about this evening. Our customer service team is ready to respond to those and field those. Okay, as for the categories here, we're going to cover the gamut of trivia. There's going to be more questions about food and cooking than there are about sports. And we'll also have questions related to pop culture, history, geography, and technology. We're even going to have a special appearance by Charlie Brown. So we're covering it all. And so, again, after we reveal each question and we reveal the answers, the contestants here will have an additional 15 seconds to reveal their responses. After they do, I'll tell you what the right one is in the form of either a graphic image on our screen here or a short video clip. So we're going to have some fun. You guys ready? Excellent. Well, let's go ahead. Let's start with question number 1. What food or drink is the most recognized smell in the world, according to a study by Yale University? Is it chocolate, licorice, coffee, or peanut butter?
What'd you put
And
down?
you have 15
Can't tell.
seconds. You already have your answers. Good deal. Excellent. So let's go ahead and reveal. Let's go ahead and reveal, and then we'll go to the right answer.
I said fear.
You
No,
s-
actually.
You went with peanut butter.
I'm going with C.
Coffee.
I cheated
You got
off of
pictures.
Leah because she has her master's and I don't.
Okay. Well, we'll see if we get a little technical glitch. There we
There
go.
you go.
And the correct answer is, of course, coffee. Very good.
Air pound.
Very good. All right. And we do have
They're
we will
cheating.
give updates on our scores. How'd you guys do? We'll give updates on our scores throughout the game. All right. Question number 2. Question number 2 reads this. Who was John 3:16 spoken to? Was John 3:16, for God so loved the world verse, spoken to John the Baptist, Nicodemus, Mary Magdalene, or Joseph of Arimathea? It was spoken to one person specifically. Who was it? You all have your answers? Okay, great. Go ahead and reveal. Zach said Nicodemus. You said we all went with Nicodemus, and that would be
Zach
the right
looked at
answer.
mine, by the way.
Zach looked
Yeah,
at
he
yours,
did.
of course.
Just-
You got
just to let you
mirrors.
know.
There's
Yeah.
mirrors behind
Cameras,
you.
yeah.
So, by the way, this picture that you're seeing, that's actually not a photograph of Nicodemus. It's actually a photograph of a
Mark
painting.
Johnston, actually.
If you see Mark Johnston,
In 10 years.
there are similarities there, exactly. But that is actually a painting that was taken of a photograph of Nicodemus. I got that off the internet, so we know it's got to be true. Okay, so question number 3 reads this. In A Charlie Brown Christmas, what is the only thing that Lucy wants for Christmas? Is it A, cash, cold hard cash? Does she want to be chosen Christmas queen? Does she want a new bicycle? Or does she simply want real estate? Daryl knew this one right away, or are you thinking?
No, we don't watch that. We watch
Daryl watches cartoons a lot.
G-rated stuff. That's too advanced. They say some words we
I
don't
think this
agree
was
with.
the definition of G-rated.
Daryl
Okay.
watches a lot of cartoons.
And let's
That's how he
see
gets
our
most of his
answers here.
information.
All right. Whoa.
I play.
There we go.
I play
Okay,
Mario.
so Zach, what'd you say?
I said real estate.
Zach went with real estate. Real estate and
These master degrees people don't know nothing.
a new bicycle. Well, let's find out what it was. Let's watch
I
this
never
here.
get what I really want. I always get a lot of stupid toys or a bicycle or
Stupid, see?
clothes or something like that. What is it you want? Real estate.
Well, there we go. Well done, Zach. Well done.
I give him that one.
And Leah got the right answer as well.
Lucky guess.
There we go. All right, children have been watching, of course, this this Christmas special every December since I was actually 3 years old. So it's been showing for at least 30 years. Great show. All right, so question number 4. It reads this. What sneaker company has been around the longest? Was it A, Converse, B, Nike, C, Puma, or D, Adidas? What do you think? Oh, y'all.
Daryl's trying to see how many times I swiped and which way I swiped.
Is he kind of
He's cheating.
watching how
He's a
low
cheater.
you go on
Wait,
it?
can I phone
He's a
a friend
cheater.
or ask the audience?
No, you can't
no.
pull anybody.
All right, so what do we get? What'd you come up with, Zach?
I said Converse.
Converse? Converse and...
Oh, good. They looked at mine again.
there we go. That's right. There we go. The original right there. I don't know if that was the Chuck Taylor was original because I think
that
Chuck
was my
Taylor actually
shoe.
was born after
Back in the
Converse
90s.
came out. But that would be correct. Converse was actually founded in 1908 by a man named Marquis Mills Converse. And it was 40 years, he founded that 40 years before Adidas and Puma. Now, you might have known this. I learned this just in doing this research, that Adidas and Puma were both formed the same year by two men who were actually brothers, separate companies. But Adi Dassler formed Adidas, and his brother Rudy formed Puma. I'd wondered if Rudy considered
Dwight J. Puma who founded Puma.
We'll have to look that up with our research team.
A T-shirt or a shoe brand?
Shoe. It was originally a shoe brand. I'm thinking the T-shirt may have. You had one. You had a Puma T-shirt at one point. I'm guessing.
Oh. Actually, I just wore tank tops in Texas.
Muscle shirts.
Yeah, muscle
there we go.
shirts.
Okay,
We
there we
didn't have
go.
brand names.
All right, we'll get those images out of our mind with the next question here. Okay, question number 5. Which of these actors was actually offered the lead role in Forrest Gump before it was offered to Tom Hanks?
Daryl Allen.
Was it,
turned
we'll
it
see
down.
if he's on the option there, was it A, Bill Murray, B, Chevy Chase, C, John Travolta, or D, all of the above?
Why do you have to put in all of these?
I hate
Just so
that.
I had to keep you guys honest.
I'm going to do what I do for the SAT.
Okay.
Put that answer when I'm unsure.
Christmas tree? That's what I did.
Okay,
That's how I
Daryl,
got
why
such
do you
a high
always
score.
look at them, Daryl, before you?
Look, the dadgum screen is.
There we go.
I wish I'm
Okay.
doing this right here,
Here we
so
go.
you can't.
I mean, goodness.
What's your language,
And I
brother?
naturally turn mine towards him.
Okay. Well,
don't
let's
cheat
start.
off a master's
Let's start
degree.
with
You
you.
never win
Yeah, let's start with
Yeah, I
you.
don't cheat off a master's. First of all, Forrest Gump, that's PG-13. I don't watch that. So,
I thought it was based on your life.
I do run, but not as fast as he did. I eat
John
shrimp.
Travolta, you think? Okay.
Yeah,
Leah,
I'm
what do
throwing
you
you a
think?
curveball.
Okay, all of the above is my Achilles tendon, so I put a D. All of the above.
All right.
That's
Just
when you have
for
no
fun.
idea you do stuff like that.
Exactly.
These master's degree
And
folks.
There you
sometimes
go.
it works.
And for non-masters, we say it's the Achilles heel, but for you, it's the Achilles tendon.
Wait, really?
I don't know. Listen, Zach, what'd you come up with?
Well, I mean, they're all great actors, and all of the above was very
Enticing.
appealing, enticing. But
Yes.
I went with my
Interesting.
standby, Bill
Three.
Murray.
I think this may be the first time we had 3 different answers. Let's see the big reveal. Who was offered Forrest Gump before Tom Hanks? All three of these guys.
Yes.
Well done, Leah. Well done, Leah.
Obviously,
all three
I
of
wasn't looking at answers.
all three of them were offered
I've
it,
taken
and they
a
all turned
standardized
it down.
test
Actually, so Tom Hanks was at least their 4th choice. I can't really imagine any of those actors doing that role justice. And that's all I have to say about that.
PJ,
Yes.
who's winning? I'm sorry. I hate to jump in and interrupt you,
Please-
but who's
please.
winning? I want to,
We'll
we're
tell you, let's do an
competitive
update.
here. Yeah.
Let's do an update. What do our scorekeepers and judges say? Right now, we have Leah with 5, Zach and Daryl both with 3 correct.
So the girl is
Daryl
beating the
Allen.
guys.
Let me
We're
enjoy
tied.
this moment.
If you at least tie me, you've lost, man. You do not want to just tie me.
not
And
gonna
this might be a
last.
good
We've
time
all
for me
lost.
for me to also repeat our request that if you're following on Facebook, that you not type your correct answers into the chat. Just keep those to yourself. Feel free to type in the wrong answers, though, if you'd like. All right, question number 6. We're going to go to a little bit of a history and geography question here. Question number 6 reads this. In which U.S. city was the very first State of the Union address delivered? In which U.S. city? Was it A, Philadelphia, B, Boston, C, New York City, or D, Washington, D.C.? What do we think, guys?
We think we should have paid attention in history a little bit more. That's what we think.
It wasn't required for a GED, so I have no clue.
I think it actually might have been.
Back
Well,
then,
having taken U.S. history
in the
twice,
90s, no.
I
see, 1970s.
The 1990s? Yes, okay. All right, because right there we are actually, this is a question about the 1790s, or at least closer to that. See what I did there?
Oh,
okay,
no.
Leah,
I
what do you,
Change my answer now.
Leah, what do you think? What'd you come
Okay,
up with?
I put
You went with
A,
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
There we go. City of brotherly love.
where the Liberty Bell is.
There we go. There we go. A and
I
Zach.
wanted to go with A, but I felt like that was just too obvious an answer, so I went with C.
C, and the answer is, take a look.
Probably B.
That would be the Big Apple before it was the Big Apple.
Rats.
Well done, Zach.
Here
well
he comes.
done.
He's catching back up.
I
I
knew
gave you
it.
that
At
one.
least
As a
I'm
matter
not
of fact,
equal with Daryl. at this
It
point.
was 1790, which
one's equal to
at
Daryl.
that time, New York City was actually our provincial capital. See,
thought
so
that's what it
some
was.
of you who did not know this before tonight
Shut your mouth.
will
I
never
just watched
forget
National
that.
Treasure,
And you're
so-
welcome. All right, question number 7, and we're going to go into our weather category, okay? Meteorologists, by the way, I always wondered, I've never seen a meteorologist who ever knows really anything about meteors. There's just something wrong with that. But meteorologists do study things like the Fujita scale. And the question is they use the Fujita scale to rate the intensity of what?
Fajitas.
Not fajitas, Zach. But
Spiciness of fajitas?
was it A, lightning strikes? Do they measure B, tornadoes, C, typhoons, or D, hurricanes?
Oh, I think I know that.
What do we got? What do you think?
I think I know it.
Okay,
Don't
everybody
cheat,
got their
don't
answer?
cheat, Don't cheat.
Zach, what'd you come up with?
I said B.
All right, tornadoes.
Tornadoes, yes.
We got another tornado answer.
I just wanted to mix it up a bit.
You mixed it up well. Now, how'd you know you were mixing it up? You didn't know their answers.
Because he's cheating.
Well, I did look at her answer.
There we go. All right, honesty
At
here.
least I admit it.
I'll go
Yeah.
back to that
Honest.
Ananias and Sapphira, comment from earlier. Might want to.
Is that pillar of salt or that's somebody else?
Pretty close. Okay, well, the answer, let's take a look here in this video clip.
Yes. Twister.
Come on, lightning.
Where's the
lightning?
cow? Where's the cow?
Strike. See? Lightning strikes.
Where's the cow?
Okay, we get it. We get it. TJ. Move on.
Well, you got to wait to see that. There we go. So the answer then would be
Tornado.
to the tornado. Very
That's why they
good,
call
very
it
good.
an F2 or an
Well,
F3.
that's right. The F comes from Fujita, or as Zach said, Fujita.
That was part of your
Fajita.
master's program.
But a little bit of interesting thing was when people talk about they see a tornado and they say that must be an F3 or an F4 like they did in that movie. That actually isn't possible because it's not actually assigned until they determine how much damage it does, because that's actually what it measures is the amount of damage that the tornado did.
Texas tornado, you think I would have known that one. Anyway, you can move on.
Well,
Just
there we go.
comment.
So we have a new nickname for Daryl Allen, the Texas Tornado.
Texas
Okay,
Tornado.
question
Blow me
number
away
8.
again.
Now we're going to go to the finer arts here. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
All
I
right.
was waiting
Question
on
number 8 is this: on Seinfeld, the actor who plays George's dad is the real life father of what actor?
I know this one.
I think Zach says he's confident on this one.
I'm
Would that
confident.
be? Is he the real father of A, Jerry Seinfeld, B, Adam Sandler, C, Ben Stiller, or D, Chris Farley? Mr. Costanza. His name is Frank Costanza. The actor is the real life father of what actor? We got our answers? Leah, let's start with you. You're going with Ben Stiller. Daryl?
Looked at her answers again.
You did. Okay, that's working.
I'll see if it works this time.
If Zach had been in the lead earlier, would you be looking at his, I assume?
Well, I had my strategy if that would have happened, but I can't reveal that. We'll have
Okay.
to wait till
You
next
might
year.
ask to move seats, though, if that were the case. Okay, Zach, what'd you come up with? We all went with
thank
Ben
goodness.
Stiller, and the answer is there we have it.
Yes.
Jerry and
Cheating
Ben
works that
Stiller.
time.
That's right.
I knew that one with 100% certainty.
There we go. And could you do Blue Steel for us? Do we get that? Can we get the close-up on Blue Steel? This, of course, was the clip. The shot there is of Jerry and Ben Stiller in the movie Zoolander, one of several movies that these two actually performed in together. All right, let's move on to question number 9.
If you go back, Ben Stiller has a Corona haircut if you go back.
They're ahead of their
Just
time.
saying.
All right, question number 9. As of January 2020, that was just a few months ago, guys, which online platform has the most active users? And we're going to say in terms of their monthly totals. Would it be A, Facebook, B, YouTube, C, Twitter, or D, Instagram? Which one has the most? You guys have your answers. Well done. We had told the people they were going to have like 30 seconds, but you guys are so quick.
Oh, yeah.
But they're probably quicker than you guys, or at least
It kind of
you
comes
guys.
natural for some of us, but
Yeah. Okay. So Zach, what'd you come up with? What'd you say?
I said YouTube.
YouTube.
I agree. YouTube.
Daryl went with. Daryl just changed
Daryl
YouTube.
just swiped.
Wait, what did you
YouTube.
swipe from?
What was that?
What did you just
You
swipe
just
from?
did my thumb just swipe?
It did. A. Well, you might be glad because the answer actually is Facebook.
Come on.
Yes. Well
I think we should
done.
award
I am
him
not
B for
competitive.
cheating.
No, but you owe me on that one.
I
Okay,
do.
so
I do.
yeah, as a matter of fact,
I'll buy you a
Facebook,
Coke
as
later.
you can see on the statistics here, as of January, it had actually 2.45 billion monthly users. YouTube, 2 billion. Twitter only 340 million, and
got snowed on
Instagram
that.
with 1 billion. So a little bit that now. It's amazing how social media can be used for so much good, particularly in terms of ways that God uses the social media to advance the gospel. And Daryl, coming up like this season, this summer, Leading the Way is actually doing some initiatives utilizing social media. And tell us a little bit about what's going on with Leading the Way there.
Okay. Now the serious side of Daryl is coming out. So we have an Awake America campaign that's quite timely as far as joining Dr. Youssef to pray for our nation during this time, and he actually started it a couple months ago, and now we're advertising on all of our platforms. So he's asking that you go to ltw.org/awake or just ltw.org. You'll see the opportunity to join Dr. Youssef to pray. You'll see a great video. Dr. Youssef explains the heart behind this, and we have people all over the nation joining in to pray, signing up for free, and just during this time frame. And it's amazing how at Leading the Way we can plan content well in advance, but God knows all along exactly what's going to happen during those months that you plan, and then it's just to see God's hand throughout this whole process. So it's exciting to be a part of it.
Fantastic, yeah. And at that same webpage, Dr. Youssef there's a short video there that will explain more about it, and they're also utilizing, if I recall right, there's utilizing different forms of social media platforms for people to be communicating that they're a part, they're involved. All right, let's move on to question number 10. Now we're going to go. I think this may be our first sports question. So here's the question: what is the only NFL team that played in a Super Bowl in each of the decades, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, and this last decade that came up behind us, the 2010s?
Dallas Cowboys.
Only one of these. Oh, sorry. There we go. Those are the 4 teams. It was A, the Patriots, B, the Cowboys, C, the Pittsburgh Steelers, or D, the Denver Broncos. All of these teams have played in a good number of Super Bowls, but only one of these teams played in a Super Bowl in each of those 5 consecutive decades. You have your answers? Yep. All right, Daryl, you seem pretty confident.
Very confident.
What'd you come up with?
I wanted to say my Dallas Cowboys, but I just couldn't. You couldn't. And be honest, I had to say a team that has 6 Super Bowls. The Cowboys have 5, but we will catch them.
Gotcha.
We will catch them. How many do the Falcons have? Oh, sorry, we won't go there.
Yeah, we won't talk about the Falcons and Super Bowl performances. Okay. Leah.
I put my second favorite SAT answer question.
See, you also went with the Steelers. Excellent. Now, why is that your second favorite SAT?
Statistically, they say to put B or C.
All right. High school juniors, pay attention to that.
SAT?
All right.
Sorry,
okay. And if it doesn't go well for you, l.colvin@apostles.org. There we go. Okay, Zach, what'd you come up with?
Well, I went with the other statistical.
Okay.
I went with B, only because the only team I remember from the 70s in my childhood is the Cowboys.
You might have to go back that far for the last time the Cowboys were in Super Bowl. Actually, they haven't been in this century, as Daryl already gave you a clue on. Yeah. So you should listen to Daryl. And the answer is, by the way, yes, the Pittsburgh Steelers. And Daryl even knew the number of trophies there. So I think Daryl is probably our favorite in our sports category. Well done.
Who's winning?
And we'll come back to that in a second. But we didn't want to talk about the Falcons in the Super Bowl, especially about the Patriots. But I will tell you this, that the longtime chaplain of the New England Patriots is actually going to be the speaker at Apostles marriage retreat that's coming up this October up at Windshape. And he has been the chaplain for the Patriots through many Super Bowls. He'll be sharing some of those stories at the retreat. He promised not to bring up anything about, 28-3. But if you want to find out more about the marriage retreat, you can go to apostles.org/retreat. Registration has already opened. All right, question number 11. We're going to a little local here to Georgia. In what Georgia city is there a law that forbids anyone from eating fried chicken with a fork? Is it A, Tifton, B, Statesboro, C, Albany, or D, Gainesville? Now, Leah is the person that has lived in Georgia the longest. Am I right? You said about 20 years?
Maybe less.
Okay, see, because you're not confident about your answer. Did you see what she did there? Okay. Daryl, how long have you lived in Georgia?
Oh, I'm still trying to read the question.
Okay, I'll leave you alone. I'll let you go. Okay, so in what?
Reading's
I will
hard.
give you a clue. I'll give you a clue here. This city also claims to be the poultry capital of the world. So a little bit of a hint
Oh, that
there.
really narrows it
Is
for
this
us.
different
Yes,
than the
there we
Sausage
go.
King of Chicago?
Excuse me?
Is this different than Abe from the Sausage King of Chicago?
I can see your answers.
Yes, it would be. The answer to that would be yes.
I wouldn't either.
Okay, so let's do the big.
Phone?
So, what do you think? What city is the? Is it actually on the books as a law that you cannot eat fried chicken with a fork?
Right, it has to be a.
You went with Tifton.
Yes.
I have a friend who lives in Tifton. She doesn't talk about that.
She
So
doesn't.
I
What does she talk about?
just like cool stuff, like hair
No,
and
she
nails
lives in
and stuff.
Tifton. What does she talk about? Okay, so
I put D.
complaints@apostles.org. Okay, D. You went with Gainesville.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Because I know the least about it, so I'm assuming they've got weird laws.
Where does that rank on your SAT favorites, loves, answers?
It goes with LeahColvinReasoning.com.
Okay, there we go. Look that up. Okay, Zach, what'd you come up with?
Well, so I'm from Kennesaw, where you have to own a firearm.
Yes, you
Even
do.
the chickens have firearms. But I went with C.
Okay,
And went with Albany.
To get the answer, by the way, good job pronouncing. Just that it's not Albany, it's Albany. Now, let's take a look here. We got a video clip that'll show the answer.
Chickens.
In tonight's Fact or Fiction, we're looking into a very strange law. A story going around online claims it is illegal in one town to eat fried chicken with a fork. And this is true. In 1961, Gainesville, Georgia passed a measure making it illegal to eat fried chicken with anything other than your hands. The whole thing was just a publicity stunt to promote Gainesville as the poultry capital of the world, but the law is real. And in 2009, a 91-year-old woman visiting from Louisiana was arrested for breaking the law. Of course, it was just a prank arranged by her friend. The town's mayor was on hand to grant Jenny Dietrich an immediate pardon. So make sure if you go to Gainesville, Georgia, eat with your hands.
All right. Now, before we go to question 12, let's do a little scoring update. Guys, hold up. When you hold up your answers, hold them a little higher if you can. Yeah. Okay, so right now we still update. Zach and Daryl are still tied. They're tied for second, or they could be considered in last place. And our front runner is Leah, and that's nine out of 11 questions so far, if I did my math right.
Next to Rich's
Very, very impressive. All right, she's the STS. By the way, out there, the STS crowd is going wild for you. Question number 12. Now we're going to go into pop culture. We're going to go into the music category. All right. Question's this. Who holds the record, no pun intended, who holds the record for most albums sold by an American singer? Is it A, Michael Jackson, B, Garth Brooks, C, Elvis Presley, or D, Taylor Swift?
And I will write your name.
Okay. Now, are you still considering, or are you to vote in? We're good? Okay. Zach, what'd you put?
I went with the old standard Elvis Presley.
There you go. All righty. Oh, by the way, you've done better Elvis than that right there. That was kind of weak, bro.
Well, yeah, I'm not trying.
Okay. Leah.
Obviously not.
I wanted to go with Michael Jackson, but I felt like my gut was saying Taylor Swift.
There you go. And I imagine a lot of well, there we go.
Yeah.
But your iPad is saying no. Your iPad is trying to get that answer off your screen.
Exactly.
Okay, you're sticking with her, though. Okay.
Yes.
Good deal. And Daryl.
And I'll write your name. I wanted to go with my country guy.
Yeah. Who's your country guy?
I think
a good
Michael's just gonna blow it out of the water.
Well,
was
look
my-
at that.
Second choice.
Let's see. So we've got a Taylor, we've got an Elvis, we got a Michael Jackson. But
With his ninth studio album, Man
Did you
Against
see that look of
Machine,
surprise?
earning platinum certification, Garth Brooks once again tops the RIAA list as the best-selling solo album artist of all time, moving past the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley. With his ninth studio album, Man Against...
Okay, so the answer was still Garth
He
Brooks,
still beat out
and
Elvis
you might not have caught it because Zach was singing over that, but he did. Garth did in 2015 surpassed Elvis Presley himself. So well done. So nobody we stumped.
Thank you very much.
This is our first stumper. Well, all right. Question number 13 is this: who is the only U.S. president who took the oath of office administered by a woman? And the options are either A, Obama, B, Lyndon Baines Johnson, C, Jimmy Carter, or D, Bill Clinton.
Just wait till I get to answer these questions.
Who's that, Obama?
All right, we will let, we'll start with Daryl.
Oh goodness.
Still thinking, do we need the timer on you, bro?
You sure you want to start with me? We're doing
You're going with LBJ?
whoever LBJ is.
Whoever LBJ. Now, wait,
Yeah.
but what state
is
are you
that an acronym?
What state are you from?
Well, I'm from Texas.
Okay, Lyndon Baines Johnson.
You remember the
Oh,
photograph
Johnson
in the
City.
airplane?
I do
The
know
Johnson
all
Ranch,
all the,
the
presidents
president.
in order. I learned that in kindergarten, so I can
yeah.
tell you that.
Stonewall, all that. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Leah,
I went with Jimmy Carter, a Georgian.
a Texan, a Georgian. And let's see, what president's from Tennessee? Wait a minute. They're probably, well, actually, Andrew Jackson was. That's right. Okay, but since he wasn't an option, what'd you go with, Zach?
Well, he's on the $20 bill, so that's always something to be said.
He's got that going
I went
for him.
with the next best thing. I went with Jimmy Carter.
Wow, look at that. Well, okay, now if you think about it, the question is
I did not go with Bill Clinton.
who was, the answer would be who had the most unique situation when they were being sworn in? And the answer to that would be LBJ, who was sworn in while on Air Force
Break the tie.
One,
Break
flying
the tie.
back from
Is that
Dallas
Jimmy Stewart?
after the assassination
Looks like Jimmy Stewart.
of President Kennedy.
That-
Not a happy
change the
time to be
subject,
sworn in, but there was a woman, a judge that was available, and she swore him in.
Wow.
Okay.
Who
Her
knew?
name was Sarah Hughes, by the way, which you'll probably
Sarah
never
Hughes.
need to know. Okay, we're going to go to the next one. This is a little more fun, positive kind of question. It's this. Which Girl Scout cookie is Girl Scouts' all-time top seller? Would it be A, Thin Mints, B, Do-si-dos, C, Samoas, or D, Tagalongs? What?
Yeah.
Daryl
No.
did.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Don't
thank you.
dock my point scorekeeper.
Okay.
I need all. Yeah.
So what do we got? Let's see. You got your answers? And you got to hold them up nicely. Okay. Let's start with you, Leah. What'd you come up with? What do you think?
I put A.
You went with Thin Mints.
Mints.
Now, is that your favorite personally?
That is a personal bias to this
There we go.
question.
And do you have them when you're taking the SAT? Daryl, what'd you come up with?
She looked at my answer because this is the right answer.
Thin Mints.
Thin Mints.
Okay,
My
gotcha.
favorite's the Samoans, though.
Those are good. Coconut. Yeah. All right.
things be
Zach,
good.
what'd you come up with?
Well, I felt like Thin Mints was the crowd favorite,
Yeah.
but I think I read an article somewhere about Samoa's being it. I'm being surprised about the fact it wasn't Thin Mints.
Samoa. Interesting.
wrong.
Well, let's see what the research shows. It is indeed Thin Mints. It is indeed
Zach,
Thin Mints.
what happened, man?
So, by the way, if you're on Facebook Live right now, you're on Facebook, feel free to just join in things by typing in what your favorite Girl Scout cookie is. Mine, I agree, mine is actually the Tagalong, which is that peanut butter and chocolate combination. The thing I love about those, and this is true, one Tagalong has only half the calories of two of them. And so you can eat one and feel good about it because of that. So I got that going for me and helps me enjoy them more. Now, this is true. I actually used to know somebody who would buy cartons full of the Thin Mints, and what they would do is they would freeze them, and then they would give them out as gifts year-round, which was kind of cool. They freeze well, and they thaw well and eat well. But the reality is that most people aren't used to getting Girl Scout cookies anytime except for between, January and March, April type of thing. So this person always pleasantly surprised people with the gift of Thin Mints year-round. Now, speaking of gifts, Zach, tell us a little bit about what Apostles is doing right now to give gifts of either encouraging words or encouraging meals to those that probably really need some encouragement right now.
Yeah, we have something we're doing for Giving Tuesday. Giving Tuesday is coming up, I believe, March. We're past March. I'm sorry. We've been in quarantine so long. May 5th, I believe. And
This Tuesday.
Giving Tuesday is coming up Tuesday. So that week we're going to be collecting cards, just cards and notes to our healthcare workers in our local hospitals. And what we're asking you to do is get a gift card or download and print a gift card, put that in to the envelope, send it here, or you can drop those cards off here. The door will be open. There will be a collection, a place for collection. And put gift cards for just food and for restaurants. It helps the restaurants, but also after a long day, when healthcare workers come home, the last thing they want to think about is what are they going to do for dinner? And so what we're trying to do is give them something to help them alleviate that stress in their life. For more information on that, you can go to apostles.org/Giving Tuesday.
That's right. That's right. A way to celebrate what used to be called Cinco de Mayo, is now going to be called Cinco de Givo. So keep that in mind. Remember that for Giving Tuesday. All right, so now our next category, we're going to, by the way, on the website, Zach, is there information, did you say that? Is there information on the website?
www.apostles.org/Giving Tuesday.
There we go. Thank you. All right. Now, so the next question 15, the category is going to be the Bible. Now, which puts puts a lot of pressure. I actually tried out for Jeopardy back in the 90s. I didn't get on, but I was always paranoid that there would be a Bible question and I would miss it and be ridiculed for the rest of my life, which is now what we have an opportunity to do here with these people. So question number 15 asks this. In James chapter 3, verse 17, it says, the blank that comes from heaven is first of all pure, then peace-loving, and it goes on with some other attributes. But is that fill-in-the-blank word, is that A, love, B, spirit, C, wisdom, or D, blessing? Is it the love that comes from heaven, the spirit that comes from heaven, the wisdom that comes from heaven, or the blessing that comes from heaven is first of all pure, then peace-loving? Okay. Now, Daryl, this is going to be an easy one for Daryl because he has said he's got the entire Bible memorized, but he's got to zoom it in right here. So Daryl, what'd you come up with?
Well, Siri wasn't available, so the Bible app popped up. I'm pretty confident.
All right.
And I had a wisdom in doing that.
There you go. All righty. Leah, what'd you go with?
I too put wisdom.
No,
All righty. And Zach, you went with
wisdom.
Wow, did you see what his did though? His did a little somersault there. Good. Let's see how wise our people are here on this. And there we go. Yes, the wisdom that comes from above. There we go. Well done. Well done. And Daryl, sorry, these others don't have the whole Bible memorized, but they got it too. So
well, he should. He's on staff. He's a pastor.
Okay, there we go. All right. So question number 16. Now we're going to go back to geography. The question's this. How many U.S. state capitals are west of the city of Los Angeles? Is the answer 3, 4, 5, or 6? Again, the question, how many state capitals are west of Los Angeles? Okay.
Is west to the left?
And this time, it depends on which side you're looking at it. But yeah, from on, yeah.
Stephen Chapman, Michael W. Smith said, "Go west, young man." So.
Oh, he did. Back in the 90s.
Yeah, I'm going to take a guess at this.
Okay. Do we all have answers here? Or are you thinking still? All right, you got your answers. Good. All right. So, Zach, you said you went up with the guess. What'd you go with?
I went with A. I went with 3.
You went with 3.
I
Leah?
took a guess and put C.
You at 5. Daryl?
We went
with 3
with A on this one.
Okay. Well, got you. Well, I'll tell you what. We're going to count these as I read them. So the two most obvious are A, Honolulu, 1 Honolulu, 2 Juneau, Alaska. We've got Olympia, Washington, that's 3. Salem, Oregon is 4. Sacramento, California, 5 is actually west of Los Angeles.
Okay.
But
why are you just looking at me? He got it wrong too.
But so is Carson City, Nevada, is actually west of Los Angeles. So the answer is actually D6.
Wow.
So did we stump the panel again?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Wow. Well,
I'm just glad
let's move away from geography is what I hear them saying behind me. So let's go to question number 17. In the popular TED Talks, what does TED stand for? You might not have thought it stood for something, but it does. What does TED stand for? Is it A, Technology, Education, Development, B, Technology, Entertainment, Design, C, Technology, Engineering, Direction, or D, Technology, Economics, Data? And I'm going to give you guys a hint to narrow it down. The first word is technology.
Oh, that gave me away. Thanks.
There you go.
So there's another shot in the dark.
I had to pray about this one. Stand by. I haven't heard an audible voice, Zach.
Probably a good thing.
There's no wisdom from above helping you out this time, huh, Daryl?
Leah, can you situate your head to the... There you go.
You hold
I gotta
your
read.
iPad
I can't
up
read
so
all
we
those
can read
words.
your answer.
Okay, so let's see what we came up with.
What did we come up with on this one?
Yeah. Daryl, what'd you go with?
I think we're fairly...
You went with
lost
C.
with this answer.
Okay, you bring the engineering in there, which is a little of your
just
background.
The engineering element. Yeah,
Is
that's
in,
my background.
in your GED, that's what the E stood for, was engineering?
Yeah.
A general engineering doctorate? Is that what your GED
no,
was?
it was much higher level than that.
Okay, all right.
We were able to, I was able to cut some paper and tape designs together and such, so it was quite complex.
There we
use
go.
a ruler at times, so yeah.
There you go. Okay, Leah.
I said D.
You went with D. You went with some economics and some data. Okay.
Yeah.
And what'd you come up with there, Zach?
Yeah, I put B.
You put B. Bringing
For
some-
no apparent reason.
Well, I would think so. I mean, entertainment is a high value of yours, and so let's see what they went with. Zach was correct. Entertainment was part
Finally.
of it. Absolutely. Well done. Well done.
You still have to
Okay.
pass me up.
So is it time for another score update?
You did.
Let's see what we got here.
I think we're tied
Our judges
again.
are bringing out their abacuses. Is it abacuses or abaci?
Abaci.
Abaci. Okay, what do we got here? We have, we've got some separation happening. Daryl has made his move into second place. Leah is still in first place with 11. Daryl has 9. And Zach his footsteps are coming up right behind with 8. All right, let's move to the next question.
How many questions do we have?
Well, this is question 18. We have 25. I'll let you figure this one out.
Thank you.
Okay, or you can go with whatever her favorite SAT response would be.
If I know it.
Question number 18 is this. We're going back to entertainment and movies. So, who is the only male actor to win 3 Oscars for Best Lead Actor?
Oh, I know.
Is it A, Jack Nicholson, B, Daniel Day-Lewis, C, Marlon Brando, or D, Tom Hanks? 3. Only one of them has won 3 for lead actor. You got your responses.
Oh.
Don't show me your answers.
Okay. Leah looks puzzled. Confident? No. Leah, what'd you come up with?
I did my main man, Abraham Lincoln, Daniel Day-Lewis.
Wow. Okay. So what do you think he won for?
I know he won for Lincoln
Okay.
and then another, and I'm hoping he won for another.
Okay, gotcha. That sounds very, very official.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Daryl, what'd you come up with?
Well, I went with my Forrest Gump guy.
You went with?
I went with him.
Okay.
Tom Hanks. But is the Oscar a music award? I didn't know. But we're going with, in any case, we're going with Tom Hanks.
Okay.
I don't know what Oscar is.
Hopefully it wasn't for singing. Okay. There is what you're saying.
Figured
Okay.
he could sing behind. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one
Okay.
of his gifts.
Yes. And Zach, what'd you come up
go
with?
with Marlon Brando
that's it.
because you come to me today on my day of my daughter's wedding.
Thanks, Judge.
You're going to give us an answer that we can't refuse, is what you're saying.
Well, I was going to go with, I went with Tom Hanks anyway.
But he had to work in the impersonation.
You had to.
Okay, good deal. Well, here's the thing. All of these candidates, these potential answers, all did win at least 2, but only one of them won 3. And let's look at the presentation for his
Jack
third or one of the 3 wins.
Daniel Day-Lewis in my left foot.
So Leah got that one. There we go. Daniel Day-Lewis, who won there for My Left Foot. All right.
He's no Forrest Gump.
Who knew? You knew. You knew.
And he's retired from acting.
And he has retired. He said he is not going to do any more.
Tom Hanks can catch
well
up.
done.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're going to go to question number 19. And that's it. We're going back into the food category, cooking category here. If a recipe is considered cooked Florentine style,
Ooh, I know this.
which ingredient will it feature? Will it feature A, broccoli, B, eggplant, C, spinach, or D, flowers? Florentine. Did you catch that? Florentine? Give a hint there, Daryl.
Yeah,
flowers is
that's
potential.
why you know what my answer is going to be.
I think I'm fairly confident in my answer.
Okay. All right. Well, then you're confident. We're going to let you go last and give everybody the right answer. Daryl, what'd you come up with? Florentine. What does it mean? What has it got in it?
Right. Probably flowers, but I'm not too versed.
Still trying to
Yeah.
decide.
We're gonna.
Turn it around, my friend. Just spin your little thing. Oh,
Oh, he keeps changing his answer.
he's looking at Leah.
We're going with this.
You're going with broccoli.
We're going with broccoli.
All right. There
I
we
don't
go.
know why. It's just a gut check.
Okay. Gotcha. Vile weed, by the way. Some describe it as. Yes.
I strangely had A for
You
my
also
answer as
went with the
well.
vile
as a guy.
weed. Okay.
As a guy.
There we go. It goes well with the honey mustard, apparently, too, if you need it in a pinch. Okay. What'd you come up with, Zach? You seem confident.
I am 98% sure that it's spinach.
All right, let's see if we
Because I
can bring
hate
it.
spinach.
Somebody will be 100% sure, and that answer would be, what do we have underneath that chicken?
Spinach.
This is chicken Florentine. There we go.
I
Now,
win.
if you want to know, why it's called Florentine, It's this. It's so named because after Olive Oyl broke up with Popeye, Popeye's next girlfriend was a woman named Florence. And we all know that Popeye loves spinach. And so in honor of his new girlfriend, everything with spinach was named Florentine. I read that on the internet, so it's got to be true. Let's go to question number 20, shall we? Question number 20, geography again. And that is which one of these states, only one of them, shares a land border with Canada? Is it A, Michigan, B, Ohio, C, Pennsylvania, or D, New Hampshire? Only one of those four shares a land border with Canada. Tricky. I heard some gasps behind me. I see you guys looking at your Google Maps app. Put that away. Remember Ananias and Sapphira, just saying. Okay, so what do we got?
Pillar of salt. Yeah, I didn't have a time to pray about this one. We're sticking to
you went with Michigan.
Yeah.
Of course, you kind of got two options there because it's kind of like two land masses.
Is Michigan up north?
Great.
Yeah, never mind about that. Never mind about that advantage. Yeah,
Lake Michigan.
Okay, what'd you come up with?
I did process of elimination, which was New Hampshire.
Okay, good. Well done. How'd you eliminate the others?
I knew Michigan was blocked by a lake, Ohio landlocked, Pennsylvania. No one ever talks about a passageway to Canada, so I assumed it's
Wow.
New Hampshire.
That's a master's degree.
Well done. That's impressive. That is impressive.
If I'm right, it is.
Yeah, Michigan actually has multiple lakes, surprisingly, too.
Yeah, I hope it's right.
So it could be Michigan.
What do we got? You went with?
I was going to go with Pennsylvania, but I felt it might be too close to a body of water as well. And so I went to...
You went with New Hampshire. Let's see what Magic Screen tells us. We see New Hampshire up there at the very top. It's not a very large border with Canada, but it is there. And for those of you at home who I know are saying, wait a minute, Michigan has got to touch Canada somewhere, you will look and see everywhere where it comes even close, there's rivers or lakes or things like that.
Up there, that one island looking.
They don't touch. They don't touch. We could, if I could do this, we'd go real close, and you can do that later on this evening.
Thanks.
And that's right. Okay, there we go. So we're going to go into now, as we go into our last 5 questions, sort of our lightning round. We'll see how we're doing.
Lightning round.
What is our tally? What's our score? How are you guys doing at home, by the way? Any of you beating Leah?
No.
Let's see here.
No.
There's all kinds of drama.
It's my only goal.
We're not quite to the 11th hour, but there's drama. Zach has pushed ahead of Daryl. He's got 10. Daryl has 9, but Leah still has got a commanding lead with 13.
I wouldn't call it commanding.
Okay. Well, if this was the Ryder Cup type or a match play, you'd be in good shape. Okay. Let's go to the next question. Now we're going back. Now we're going into pop culture. We're going into music here. And the question's this. What is the best-selling movie soundtrack
Star Wars.
of all time? Soundtrack from a movie, best-selling of all time. Is it A, Les Miserables, B, The Bodyguard, C, Saturday Night Fever, or D, High School Musical? I went and saw Les Miserables on stage at least 4 or 5 times. We're very cultured.
Les Miserables on Broadway.
Okay, you guys have your answers. Leah, you're smiling. We'll come back. We're going to come to you last. I want to know. Okay, Zach, what'd you come up with?
We're all in this together.
Oh, there we go. All right, get your head in the game, bro. Okay, Daryl, what'd you come up with?
I'll be less miserable if I get this right.
You went with Les Mis, okay. And Leah.
I know Whitney Houston sings on the Bodyguard soundtrack, so I'm assuming...
Best-selling single.
Interesting.
Sure.
Hopefully that put the soundtrack over the edge.
Let's see who's going to sing for us, shall we? There we go.
Oh my God.
Nailed it.
1993 prom. Dancing with a girlfriend who's the ex-girlfriend at the time to the song Most Miserable Thing That You Can Never Do.
If you're out there watching,
Absolutely.
Priscilla, he doesn't mean it.
We might need some tissue here for Zach as we're going back in time.
Don't tell us anymore, Zach.
So my daughter, when she was younger, would have definitely sworn that High School Musical was the greatest film ever released and ever produced. So Leah, you're on the STS team. Speaking of high school,
yes.
Tell us a little bit about what's going on these days during these last couple months with both the high school students as well as the rest of STS.
So students, families, we're doing so much much to make sure that you guys are still connected with STS. So we want you guys to know, if you don't know already, we do Sunday school at 9:15 every Sunday morning, so tune in. And if you need more information, please check out our website, stsatlanta.org. And we're doing lots of different things to keep us connected to you guys, but also keep students connected to other students. So check out our website, check out our social media. But if you have any direct questions to us, email us at students@apostles.org, and we are always going to answer your questions ASAP. So reach out to us. We love you guys. We miss you guys, and we can't wait to hang out with you ASAP.
And not only does Leah love all you guys, but I know that every student in STS loves Leah as well.
And the fact that she's winning.
And the fact that she's winning. They're very proud of her. So we're going to move on to question number 22. You may have sent someone a PDF attachment before. The question is what does PDF actually stand for? Is it A,
JPEG,
a printable digital file?
I know what this is.
B, a portable document format. By the way, Zach wants everybody to know that he knows this one. He didn't want to wait until he revealed that he knew it. He wanted you to know it. Is that intimidation? Is that what you're doing? Are you intimidating?
Intimidating.
Yeah, he's very intimidating. C, post datographic file. Or D, stands for pretty darn fancy. Okay, so Mr. Confident, what'd you come up with? You went with
wait until Daryl's done. I want to wait till Daryl's done. So he's
Daryl,
not...
lock in your final answer.
Okay, it's portable document format.
That's what you went with?
Notice
Daryl?
I didn't swipe.
You didn't, and you came up with it yourself on your own. Well done, sir. If it's right, you all went with a lot of confidence. So, I'll tell you what, this is something that a lot of Americans apparently don't know. Take a look.
Protected document format, some kind of document format?
Personal document file.
1, 2, 3. Post document format.
That's not right.
It's not right? No!
Was it wrong?
He was
Paper
confident,
document format? I have no idea.
PDF stands for, I know this. No, I don't. I looked it up like a year ago, so I know it then.
I used to know. Portable document format.
There it is.
There we go. That's it. Well done. Well done, you guys. All right, we're going to move on now to I believe this is only our second sports question, question number 23. And it's this. In the year 2017, you're to name the only Division I school that was ranked actually in the top 10 of all three major sports, football, baseball, and basketball. Only one school, if you can imagine, ranked in the top 10 in all three of those that year. Was that school Michigan State, Florida State, Oklahoma, or TCU? Okay.
I know the answer.
Zach knows the answer. All righty. They're thinking about this. They're contemplating it. I'm going to guess Zach has an advantage on this one. Okay, you got your answer locked in? These are all not only excellent schools athletically, but academically very superior as well.
But the right answer is not up there.
No, it is. The right answer is up there. Okay, so Leah.
This is just
What'd you come up
in
with?
the dark.
You went with Florida State, a great option. Daryl, what'd you come up with?
Yeah,
you also went with the Fighting Seminoles.
Leah's winning, I had to look at her ansers.
Okay, Zach, who's confident in this, you have to tell us why you're confident.
Confident in this because you would never put the wrong answer being TCU because you love TCU, because you went to TCU.
Of TCU, yes. And let's see the answer.
The play of the game, and TCU is going to win one for the ages.
Clips from a Rose Bowl championship ending a perfect season. And I'm sure that several friends of mine out there were waiting this entire game to say, when is TCU going to show up in the game? So there you have it. You were correct.
School, so
question number 24, our penultimate question, is sriracha sauce. Oh, there we go. Sriracha sauce is named for a city in what country? Sriracha in Thailand, Mexico, Sri Lanka, or India? You've all enjoyed it. You've all had it. Where is it? Where it is named after a city in what nation? I'm sure this is something that, I don't know about you, when I see certain things that like claim to be from somewhere, I always look up to see if it is. Like as an example, we lived in Texas for a long time, and there is this hot sauce, the Atlanta Braves official hot sauce is Texas Pete hot sauce. It's made in Wake Forest, North Carolina. So you really never know. Okay, let's see what we came up with. What do you say?
Yeah, my wife's from Mexico, and she loves that sauce, but I think it has more of a Thailand flair.
You went with Thailand?
Yeah.
Interesting. Zach, we'll go with you. What'd you come up with?
Well, I was kind of gravitating toward Thailand, but I ended up going with India.
India. Okay.
For no apparent reason.
All right. And Leah.
I was between A and D as well, but I chose A.
You went with Thailand.
As a 50-50 answer.
There we go. Nobody went with Sri Lanka, even though it's the first three letters.
Yeah.
Somebody wrote that question, kind of thought it might throw somebody off, but he may have been wrong. The answer is Thailand. There we go. Sriracha. There we go. Well done, guys. Well done. All right. Well, why don't we, before we go to the final question, let's check our scoreboard. How are we doing? So we have Leah still having her commanding lead, and she has 16. Zach has 12, one ahead of Daryl. So there's a lot of pride for that second place, that runner-up status. As we go into the final question. Question number 25 is this. We're going back to sports for the last time. Oh, by the way, and before we reveal this question, and we're going to crown our winner here, go ahead when it's done. Feel free on Facebook to post what your score is, how many you actually got right tonight. Feel free to. And our prize for the highest score, well, you will get the admiration of everyone on Facebook. And since we already learned that 2.4 billion people tune into Facebook every month, you can know that of those 2.4 billion people, a percentage of them will be watching. They will know your score. So you got that going for you. Okay, question.
Can this be worth 6 points? Because that would be awesome.
Let's see. Judges said no. Surprisingly. Okay, question number 25 is this. Joe Torre was the Braves manager from 1982 to 1984. Who was the manager that he immediately replaced? Was the manager that Torre took over for A, Ted Turner, B, Bobby Cox, C, Chuck Tanner, or D, Russ Nixon? Now, I would assume that all of you would have said going into this that you were big Braves fans, except for Zach Cardinal, of course. But how well do you know Braves managers? So who did Joe Torre replace? Was it Ted Turner, Bobby Cox, Chuck Tanner, or Russ Nixon? Let's start with you, Daryl. What'd you come up with?
Let's go with C.
You went with Chuck Tanner. Okay. Leah?
Ted Turner, right?
She went with Ted Turner.
The town's named after him.
The old stadium was too. Yeah, exactly. Everything. Networks, you name it. And Zach?
I have absolutely no idea. So I went with D
because I'm
pretty
Nixon.
sure it's not the first two.
Well, our answer is Bobby Cox.
What?
Yeah, so Braves fans all over the place are saying there's no way. But as you can see from that 1981 baseball card, Bobby Cox was indeed the manager of the Braves from like 78 through 1981. And after the 81 season, he went to manage the Blue Jays. He came back to Atlanta as the general manager in 86 and then took over in 1990 as the Braves skipper. And the rest is history. He became one of the greatest winners in the history of the game. And speaking of greatest winners, what do we have? Our championship goes with 16 points to our very own Leah Colvin. Let's give it up for her. Well done.
I still beat Daryl.
You can just keep it at that. The number one, number two.
That's all that really mattered. But it was closer than we thought.
I knew it was spinach. I should have guessed.
He's gonna be thinking. You will not eat spinach for the rest of because of that. You're done with it.
I'm thinking of retaliation.
Done with it. Well, again playing on Facebook Live. You can feel free to post what your scores are. Feel free to email me if you want to, telling me if you beat one of them. But again, if you have complaints about the game or things like that, remember go to complaints@apostles.org and they will help you there. But we have no complaints about our phenomenal media team that helped make this possible. So we're going to give it up for our media team here. And how about our great panel of contestants who did great? And imagine thunderous applause from a full house here coming there that we just didn't hear. But at some point, we will be full. And we will be back together. So we're grateful that you joined us tonight. We miss you. We love you. And we really look forward to seeing you in person again. Hope this was fun for you. And hey, listen, if you had half as much fun as we did tonight, that means that we had twice as much fun as you. Good night, everybody.